Sorry we're a little bit late. We're getting on here. This is part 2 of what motivates you in your life. We're on the road right now. We're on our way to Houston to go see our nephew graduate. Big congrats to him and all the graduates this year from college and high school. We are so proud of you, Jeremiah. We love you so much. Oops, I hit the microphone. Jeremiah, let me know if y'all can hear. Melissa, if you can hear me, let me know if I sound okay or is my mic's too close to my mouth. Let me know if you can hear us. Hot.
Yay, you can hear us, or yay, we're going?
Yay, you can hear us, or yay, we're on our way to go see you. Or both.
One or the other.
Sounds wonderful. Awesome. Well, this is part 2 of our last week's topic, and it was what motivates you in your life. And this is just the second part to that, and we are going to finish it. My husband says that I'm going to be doing all the talking this time, but that's not true because
last week we were rushed a little bit. Not rushed, but we were limited on time because we had another event.
Right.
It's like every week we have an event going on. There's something going on.
And if I'm moving a lot, I'm sorry, y'all, because I don't have anything to put my phone on or my husband's phone on. So last week we talked about what motivates you, and we talked about a lot of things last week.
Oh, yeah.
It could be certain things in your life. Like I said, that my kids motivated me.
And actually, I did ask a question last week.
To be able to get healthier.
I said, what we want to hear from you next week, which is this week, of what motivates you in your life. There was a few people that did log on and type something. We know that some of y'all may not see this till later on tonight. That's why I posted 2:30. Some of you are off of work. Some of you will watch it tonight. And that's okay, because it'll be on there tonight. But we have some things going on later on tonight, so we cannot go live tonight. We will be celebrating, my wife said, our nephew's graduation.
I know, I'm so proud of
it. It came quick. Oh my God. It came quick. I know my sister is a wreck right now.
She's is. Welcome to that part of being a parent.
What's up, Mr. Persnicki? What's up?
Just know that empty nesting will soon be coming.
She still got.
She still has Jack. Yes, I know that. But as fast as it went with Jeremiah, it's gonna go even more fast. Just saying.
I don't
know. So let us know what motivates you, Melissa, Joseph. What motivates you in your life to keep you guys going? There's a certain thing in your life that makes you want to do something.
What's up, Batabi?
So let us know what motivates you. We do a lot of the talking, but we want to know what gets you going.
As a reminder.
Yeah.
But as a reminder, you can tell them what motivates you, and then I can tell them what motivates me. Yeah. You said it a little bit, but if you want to go into detail again, you can go into detail. Give them time to kind of ponder on the question. Maybe they weren't with us last week, and today they're new.
Moe says family for sure.
Okay.
I agree. Family is a big part of my motivation. Like I said last week, my family, my kids, we all started this health journey. We all started working out, and me and my husband, we slacked for a little bit.
I don't know about the health journey, but
something bit me on my leg, and then.
Well, it wasn't me.
Wow. What's up, primo? So anyway, we're talking about what motivates you in your life. I was saying that my family for sure, my sister-in-law said that her family for sure motivates her. My kids motivate me. We slacked for a little bit on the working out part because we got comfortable, but we're back on it. We're back on track, and our son.
I don't know. We're back on track.
Our son Alex and Jake, they are always posting their workouts in our family chat. They're always sending pictures, and they're always encouraging us.
Justina's posting too.
Justina's posting too, and Jazray. She'll post as well. She'll go in her garage and lift her husband's tools because she doesn't have weights. But that's smart because they're just as heavy, if not heavier. So, and I mean, she's lifting kids all day long. So, you know, that's a good way to do it.
You know, that's my wife said family motivates her. For me, what motivates me is that, you know, growing up, and I know a lot of people can agree with this in their lives. Growing up in my household, I was the oldest, so a lot of things went, you know, they learned from me because I was the oldest. But one thing that my mom and my dad did is work their butts off to give us the things that we needed. Are you serious?
Okay. Sorry, guys.
Oh my God! No wonder they couldn't hear you.
I'm sorry.
What?
Is Andy drinking a Monster while just sitting around? We're driving.
I'm driving.
Well,
hello, Jay. Anyway,
he needs to go. He needs to make sure he stays awake because if not, we'll all meet Jesus really
the
soon.
air condition is really good in here, and I'll start bobbing my head. Anyway, a lot of people can agree with this, but one thing that my mom and my dad did when we were growing up is that they worked their butts off to give us the things that we needed. Right? We may have not always got what we wanted, but let me rephrase that. We always got what we wanted. It was just at that time. My mom and dad had to work hard to get what we wanted. They never told us no, but they just said not right now. And so we didn't understand. I didn't understand it at the time. And as I grew older, I began to understand that those things weren't just easily accessible because both of my parents were working parents. They were hardworking parents. But one of the things that I learned from them was to do just that, to work hard. And so my motivation in my life is to always give my 100% wherever I'm at so that we can get the things that we need or the things that we want. And it doesn't matter what I'm doing, whether I'm working at where it's my job or as a pastor, as, you know, helping other people, you know, if they need help. Because you never know that whoever you're helping, that may be the last person that you help, and then you're going to need the help in return. I know sometimes it seems that for me, it's not something that I'm not saying it to say be ugly or about anything, but sometimes you give all and you feel like you don't receive nothing in return. But my return is just the fact that I was able to help somebody, whether it was moving, whether it was encouraging, motivating, inspiring, or even just helping them do something special in their lives.
I agree.
Sometimes, you know, there's no payment that's going to be equal to the amount of just somebody saying thank you. You don't know what that means to me, you know. And I don't have, you know, for instance, you know, there's some things that I like to do. Photography is one, and I like to play cornhole and just other hobbies that I do. And I don't mind if somebody needs something done. I'm not the best photographer, but I'm going to give you my all. And that's one thing that motivates me every day is that when I was younger, I want to be like my mom and my dad, to like 100% give all. My kids are able to say, you know, man, my parents, they gave me everything. They busted their butts to give me everything. And that's my motivation for that to take place. And if something happens to me, my children can go on and say, you know what, Dad would want us to continue to work hard and let's continue to do what we got to do. So that's my motivation, is everything that has transpired in my life. I use that as as my motivation to continue to go on. Is it hard at times? Absolutely. Are there valleys that seem kind of low that you feel like you're never going to get out of that valley, or you're never going to get out of that bill, or you're never going to get out? It seems like everything crashes down on you all at the same time. Absolutely. But you know what? We're alive. We're living. We're breathing, and we can move forward. You know, those of us that are still active, we're walking, we're talking, and sometimes we overlook those things. And so that's my motivation, man. And I as we talk about this, you know, and I talk about the things that are important. You know, my family's important too. So that's what motivates me every day when I wake up every morning. I may not want to go to work. You know, I may not enjoy what I'm doing right now, but I'm thankful that I have the job. You know, those things, and I'm not saying me personally, I'm just saying in general. Some people wake up, they're like, man, I hate going to work. Well, change your attitude. Like, I always tell people this: if you're not happy with your job, find another job, right? Leave the job, find another job, because you never know what type of atmosphere you're creating in there that is making it worse for everybody else. So if you don't fit in, then get out. That's just the bottom line.
Yeah.
And so we got to continue to motivate each other and motivate, within your family. Sometimes they can become hard because not everybody is peppy. Not everybody is going to understand. Not everybody's going to accept the fact to be motivational and say, "Oh, everything that you look at is motivational. You can turn dead grass into motivation." I hear a lot of that when people say, "Well, you look at everything in a different manner." I'm like, I have to, because I don't want to be down. I don't want to continue to just be upset about this or upset about that, or be not content with what God has blessed me with. You have to look at things in a different manner, and you got to continue to move on in your life, man.
Yeah, my cousin says her 100%, but giving all the glory that she's giving God all the glory because she's able to walk. So.
Yeah, and those are, sometimes we take for granted those things because, and even we're talking about Monica. She's still able to walk. Is she able to? There's some things that she may not be able to do anymore, but at least she's walking.
Yeah.
And so those are the things that sometimes we take for granted: breathing and being able to use our hands and use our feet and not have a ventilator to breathe off of. All these things that we have, and I've been in situations where some people have come to me and they've asked for prayer and they've asked for trying to overcome addictions and this and that. Man, I can't walk you. I can't walk with you. I don't know, what it is that you're facing, but I know that you can overcome it. It's going to take a lot of heart. It's going to take a lot of hard work. I mean, that's just the bottom line. It doesn't go away, right? You don't go gain the things in life by just sitting back and relaxing. Like, you got to go. The grass needs to be cut. It's not going to be cut unless you start the lawnmower or get on the lawnmower and go cut the grass. Like, the trash is not going to be thrown unless you get up and go throw the trash.
Yeah.
And so we got to be motivated, even with the smallest things in life. We got to be motivated, because when God opens up the bigger opportunities, you're going to be ready to excel in that as well. But if you can't take care of the little stuff that you have right now, I mean, God's not going to bless you with more. We got to understand that. There's got to be a motivation. What is your why? Every day that you wake up, every morning, what is your why? Right? I'm not saying you're not going to have mistakes or you're not going to make mistakes, but what is your why? Why do you do what you do every single morning to get up and be excited about life?
My cousin says, yes, don't take your legs for granted, because I would do anything to be able to walk without assistance.
That's it.
Yeah. You've got to, it's kind of like what I tell my kids. We have a family chat that me and Andy, we all, say our good mornings, that we love them, have a great day. And we're always giving them encouraging words and stuff. And the one thing that me and Andy both say is, I always tell them, like, like as soon as you wake up, you don't have to get on your knees and have this massive prayer. Just thank you, God, for letting me wake up today. Thank you, God, for giving me another day of life. Thank you, just for the little things, from the time that you get out of your bed to the time that you walk to your restroom or to wherever it is you're going to go in the morning, just in your mind, thank you, God, for another day. Thank you, for everything you've given me. And it doesn't have to be this elaborate, or like fancy prayer. It just has just thank you. It's you got to be grateful for everything that you have, and certain things that you have in your life that do motivate you. You have to be thankful for those things that motivate you, because I'm very thankful for my kids and my family that motivate me, even though they think that they don't know that they're doing it. They're actually doing it. So, I'm thankful for that as well.
And I will say this. I will say this. We've got to be a little bit more thankful for the people that God sends to our life to be motivated at that time. I mean, there's some people that have come into my life for a season to motivate me. And so we got to be thankful for that, and not look at the person and just look at them like, okay, well, your life's perfect. You have everything. You haven't lost nobody. You don't, no, we're not. Look at that. Just say, man, okay, God, you sent me this person to motivate me. I'm having a hard time accepting it, but thank you for sending me somebody that I can really look up to and say, okay, you know what? Life is going to get a little easier. Life can get better as long as I continue to surround myself with those positive people. Because let me just tell you, this world is full of negative people, and they will jump on you, and they will just eat you alive and spit you out, and they'll chew you up and spit you out, and won't care one bit or another. and it's important to stay connected to those people that help you and motivate. That's why we do what we do on these once a week, because we want people to be motivated. We want you to look at life, and we want you to say, okay, what can be done to better yourself, to better your situation, to better understand the things that are happening in your life. Look, you're never going to understand everything that transpires in your life. God is our creator. God is the one that makes the decisions in our lives, the people that move on, that pass on in this world, and we don't have no control of that. If we did, it'd be a different situation. I'm guaranteed, but we don't have that power. God created us, and so we have to understand that. But we still got to be motivated to continue to go on in our lives. I mean, that's just the bottom line. There's got to be, what is your motivation? What is your why that you wake up every single morning?
We're on our way to Pasadena to Houston. Our nephew is graduating. Yes, we're on our way.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Take it off me.
Oh.
My God, I want to see myself.
I mean, you know, it just kind of seems, you know, like we're pretty much covered everything, because, you know, there's certain things in your life, like, you know, my cousin said, you can't, you know, take things for granted, and we got to make sure that you're not taking things for granted. If you still have your parents, make sure that you talk to them, you tell them you love them every day, hug their neck, your kids, your spouse, I mean, everybody that's important to you in your life. And so, you know, there's, like today, my husband motivated me. He put something on Facebook, and he just kind of gave me like was it yesterday? Oh, yesterday. No, it was today.
Yesterday.
It was yesterday. Today was a short day for me. Sorry. It was yesterday. And I didn't remember. Sorry. I thought it was today. I needed to hear it at that certain time, because there's some things going on, and you know, it's I'm irritated with what's going on right now, but it's nothing big. Y'all will find out soon anyway. I'm irritated.
It ain't nothing with us.
It's not nothing with us. It's not. It just has to do with, and you told me to turn.
I sure did.
My ringer off, and you didn't turn your ringer off.
I didn't.
It just has, you know, something to do anyway. And I'm irritated with the situation, and I just wanted to hurry up and be done with. And so he put something on Facebook, and it lifted me up, because I needed to hear it. I definitely needed to hear it, because I was already, you know, just wanting to throw the towel in, y'all, but not with us. Don't worry, it was something else. But anyway, so yeah, y'all find your why, find what makes you motivated. If you can't find anything that motivates you, you look at the simplest things. When I walk outside, the sky, the trees, I mean, any little thing, well, you know, today's going to be a great day, and I just go with it, because there's a lot of negative Nancys in this world, and you know, and I've seen a lot more people be negative, and it's just horrible. You've got to be positive in every aspect of your life, because then you're going to be miserable. And I know I don't want to be miserable. Do you want to be miserable?
No. And it's a choice that you make.
Absolutely.
It's a choice every morning that you make to be motivated, or to be the opposite, which is negative. Yeah. The opposite of being a motivating person is being negative. Yeah. And sometimes those people, you're not going to change their mindset about that. They are who they are, and that's it. And I won't try to argue with those type of people that are always negative, that are always looking at the negative. I pray for them from afar, and any opportunity that I have to be motivating in front of them, I'm going to continue to be motivating. Not to make them mad, but to let them understand that there is ways to overcome obstacles and look at life in a different aspect. Just because all these things has transpired to you doesn't mean, maybe change your attitude. But again, I don't try to fight with people that are always negative. I try to encourage them to be motivational, and to be happy, and to be thankful for all the things that they have in front of their life. That's the motivation that people need in this world.
Right.
And you know, a quote that I really enjoy when I read it all the time is that, and it talks about change, and it says something similar. Don't quote me on this, but be the change that you choose to see in the world. That's if you listen to that quote it speaks volume, because if you want to see a change in the world, you have to change first. So you got to be that change. And so every day when I wake up, I'm motivated to want to do that. Do I have days where I'm off? Absolutely. I will not have a perfect day every day. Those of you that work with me, even my own family, I'm going to have off days. There's going to be days that I'm going to have an attitude, or there's going to be days where I'm just off. Like, it's not a good day for me. But I've got to continue to go on, because if I stay down, guess what? I'm going to miss the opportunity to encourage somebody at that point in time. Yeah. You know what I've learned in my life? Those days that I'm down, those days that I'm going through something, somebody comes and motivates me and says, hey, it's going to be all right. And that's what's awesome, because I wanna be motivated as well. I'm thankful that I have the gift of doing that, of encouraging people and motivating people. But there are times, people, that I don't feel that. I don't feel it in the morning, and I don't want to post, and I don't want to speak to nobody. It's one of them days where I just want to stay in my bed, and I just don't want to speak to I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to see nobody's face. I don't want to talk to nobody. But I'm thankful that I have the opportunity, because during that time, somebody will speak the life that I need, or the word that I need for the day to get out of it. And guess what? I get out of it, I listen. Sometimes they're harsh words. I listen and I move on. I've learned that in my life. Before God changed me, I was a different person, and I was very quick to.
Jacob says amen. Our son is with us in the back. What motivates you, Jacob?
Y'all.
Hello, look at the camera. What motivates you, seriously?
My parents.
How?
Because they're strong in every aspect of life, and I don't know.
Okay.
I want to be like those.
That's good.
You don't want to be like me?
Cousin, no, we're not staying the weekend because we have more graduations to go to tomorrow. So we're leaving in the morning back to there. So it's just a quick trip. But yeah, you heard it from Jacob's mouth. You don't want to be like us, and you don't want to be like you, but you can strive to. That's what you said. I want to be like y'all.
Dad said, I don't want to be like.
No, Dad said he don't want you to be like him. He wants you to be your own person. That's what he said. Pay attention, Jacob. Pay attention. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, and I think a lot of the inspiration that people would say is that their family, or people that are close to them.
Definitely.
No matter the customers I have, that come in my shop, and my friend Courtney, she's my BFF, and so she motivates me a lot, and everybody that walks in are always they're always saying nice things to me, and they're always motivating me to keep going and to keep doing what I'm doing and stuff. So that's definitely an encouragement.
Absolutely.
As well.
And even the people that live around us.
For sure.
Our neighbor, I just saw Christina.
Christina.
A big, huge inspiration.
She really is. Are you gonna start crying?
Man.
Christina, you made my husband cry. We love you so much, Mama. We love you.
Molly doesn't even know that.
She doesn't.
But she's a huge inspiration. Because Angel was a big part of her life, and she's still living life. She's still going on. It hurts, but she's still living. She's still.
I love you too, Mama.
Enjoying her family, and to me, it's huge, man.
Big time huge.
When I see her out there having a good time with their family, it's inspiring to me, because she could have given up.
Yeah.
She hasn't. Sorry.
He's a big crybaby, if y'all didn't know.
Be real.
She's like, no, don't cry. I'm always in a mood. And I absolutely love you. Oh my God. No, you don't ever like you're in a mood. You always look like you're having a good time. But Christina, you are a big time inspiration.
Yeah.
For you, for your story, and what's happened in your life and stuff to make this one cry. Absolutely. She says, I'm crying now, and and I try not to show emotions. Aw, yeah. Sometimes it's good to cry. Sometimes it's good to cry. Trust me, I cry a lot. Not everybody knows that, but I do cry a lot in my own time. But yeah, I mean, you. There's times where there's this other quote that says, "You never know. Be careful because you never know who's watching you.
Right.
You might be inspiring them." So, Christina, you didn't even know,
Yeah.
but you are definitely a big inspiration to us and to our family. And not to say that you're always a topic of mine and Andy's conversation, but you are, because we talk about how strong you are. We talk about how much of a great mom you are. We talk about how y'all raised y'all's kids right, and how deeply they are very, how do I say it? They're very protective over you. Because at one post you put on Facebook last time where somebody called you something, and one of the girls went on there and said, "I know nobody's gonna call my mama that." I was like, okay, look at this. But yeah, you are definitely an inspiration, I love. So don't ever think that you're not.
And not only that, you've taken everything that your husband, that you guys talked about. Now you're living it.
Absolutely.
Like every conversation that y'all may have had in private, because we have those conversations too. If something ever happens to me, I want you to do this. And, you know, we always talk about like that it's never going to happen. But, you know, you're now taking on, because I know, I'm pretty sure Angel's, you know, had some conversations with you. Hey, if nothing ever happens, I want you to do this. And I mean, you're doing it. You're living it, man. You're not, you may have some bad days. There may be some things that you see, and all of a sudden it reminds you of, you know, something else, and you're kind of saddened by it, but man, you're not stopping. You're living life.
For sure.
Nadia's there, and you're there for all your kids, man.
Yes,
so,
and you're
good, heck of a job.
You're
I'm a big
on the
baby,
go.
but honestly, heck of a job for just being an awesome mom.
I agree.
And continue to go on in
You
your life.
should get like the best mom award in the world. She said, "Thank y'all for everything. I appreciate y'all so much. We love you, babe. And you know anything you need, you let us know. We'll come out guns blazing, girl." Anyway, you know, we do. Oh shoot, sorry, I almost lost y'all. I almost dropped the phone. Yeah, she says yes, exactly how he was. Yeah. You know, so just find something that will motivate you.
That's right.
To keep going forward.
Motivation is important in your life because
important.
you have to. It's almost like if you don't have the motivation,
then you just deteriorate.
Right, like it's almost like a pulse that you need to move on.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have something motivating you, you just wake up every day like a sloth.
Yes.
And just, I don't know if you've ever seen a sloth move across the street.
Very slow.
Very slow, and he don't care who he stops. Who is she or he?
Yeah.
Eventually he'll get to the other side. He or she will get to the other side. But that's it.
She says, okay, I feel so good right now, and getting shy about that one. She feels so good right now, and she's getting shy.
Getting shy?
We're going to have you come on our podcast one day, and you're going to come sit with us.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And that would be amazing.
Because you don't know that somebody needs to hear, you know, just that you're not, what you've gone through. Yeah. Your story can help somebody overcome exactly what you are overcoming on a daily basis.
Right.
And so that's what we try to do. We try to help people to be better in life and overcome obstacles. And we're all going to face obstacles.
And don't get it twisted. We're not saying that our life is any better.
No.
Plus that it's not. Because I'm sure Christina hears yelling from her house to ours, and us yelling at the boys and yelling at the dogs, and me and Andy yelling at each other.
Dogs more.
I think so. But, you know, sometimes.
Like the other day when they came out, I felt so bad because Christina had her dogs outside. I didn't look outside before I took
her. But your little one, she's feisty. I liked her. I was like,
our neighbor's daughter has a little Chihuahua. I have a pit bull.
And my pit bull was scared.
Christina has a half lab, half blue heeler, but it's blind.
Yeah.
So that little Chihuahua or whatever it is came up to the dog and started barking.
Then the hair on the back went up, boy. She was ready to go.
She didn't care.
She didn't care. I don't care.
Guns blazing.
I didn't care if you were a pit bull or not. You know, I'm gonna get you anyway. That was fantastic. That was great. I love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, you just got, guys. Y'all got to keep moving forward. You gotta keep pushing, even though you feel like you can't push anymore. Find something that's gonna get you going to where you need to get.
That's right.
I mean, there's no stopping. Like, we're on this long road right now, and eventually we're going to get to our destination because we're going to keep going. You know, I mean, that's just kind of how I see things. I'm a type of person where I think outside the box, and I always see things outside from, you know, where we're at and stuff. It's just my mind is weird anyway. But yes, so you have any last thoughts, babe?
We still got about another 30 minutes.
We do?
Yeah, we started at 2:30.
Oh.
My wife wants to get out already.
Okay. I wanted to take a nap.
I want to hear what your motivation is.
I told you what my motivation
No,
was.
them. I want to hear from them. Type in there what your motivation is.
What's your motivation? Everybody that's on here.
What's your motivation in life? If you're barely hopping on, we're asking the question and we're talking about what your motivation in life is. So, post that information on there. Post what is your motivation in life. Write it on there. Write your comments on there because we want other people to see what your motivation is. We had somebody say family. We had somebody say their children. We had somebody say, you know, other things. Last week, I think they said, I think it was family and it was something else.
I forgot.
Oh, their spouse. Their spouse is their motivation. Their children. You know, some people, your job. Those that are single, your job may be your motivation.
Jacob said his parents.
Your promotion may be your motivation. Your probation could be your motivation too.
I mean,
you gotta stay right to get off of
probation. You gotta stay right to get off of it.
Yeah, my son said we were his motivation. So, you know, everybody, there's no wrong answer, but we want to hear what it is what motivates you in life, because that's how we keep on going and moving forward, man. We can't stop not living life and thinking that life is over for you, because if you, I mean, and I'll tell you this, maybe you're watching this and maybe you're at an all-time low in your life. Listen, if you need somebody to talk to, reach out to me, man. You can follow, you can message me, you can text me. If you don't know me, I will sit there and I will listen to you. I'm in the beginning stages, and I haven't said nothing yet because I'm not there yet.
Sorry.
But I'm going to let people know why it's so important about just contacting me. I'm in the beginning stages, not the beginning, about halfway mark, that I am going to get my certification as a life coach, and I'm going to use that to my advantage to help people to be better in life.
Absolutely.
I know she wrote something.
She says, I haven't gotten to that yet. I know I could help others with advice. But yes, my girls and my family have kept me going and have motivated me, because I do think about quitting all the time. I do feel like a sloth sometimes. Laugh out loud. And my annoying dogs, I'm sorry for them, laugh my butt off. No, I think that your dogs are fantastic. Don't ever get rid of them, Jacobs.
Yeah.
Don't ever get rid of them, because there are guard dogs.
That's it.
But yeah, I mean,
but that's the thing, is it, that's the realness. Sometimes we're not always chippy. Cheery. Sometimes we're in a sloth mood. Sometimes we're in a middle mood. Sometimes we're in like don't talk to me mood. Listen, when my wife wakes up and I know that she's had a bad dream, that I cheated on her, she's not going to talk to me, because in her dream, I was the worst person ever. And I'm like, what happened? I don't like that now.
You. Don't talk to me.
Like, what happened? Like, you know what happened? No, I don't. Like, what do you mean? I saw you last night. We were asleep. Like, I don't. But then I realized, okay, it's a dream. So I gotta wait till she comes back to reality.
You gotta wait till about noonish to 1 o'clock in the afternoon before I text them and say, okay, I love you.
Hello, Miss Linda.
Hi, Miss Linda. How are you? Hi, George and Beth. I don't know which one's on. But yeah, there's times where I have them dreams, y'all, and then I don't even want to go to work, and I don't want to talk to anybody because I'm still mad at my husband.
But again, that's the realness. We're all going to face different things in our lives, and but we have to continue. You know, I have a lot of family members that have lost family members or loved ones, and siblings or mom and dads or grandparents, whatever, and everybody has to make that decision to continue to go on. Death is a part of life. Yes, I understand that, and yes, it does hurt. But what would our loved ones want? Would our loved ones want for us to continue to be in a deep zone where we're just crying all the time, or would our loved ones want? If I know our loved ones, I know what they're going to say, and I'll quote my dad. My dad said, "You better not be crying when I'm dead." That's what he says. He says, when I'm gone, don't be crying for me then.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Like you better go get life. Like you better go do something. Don't be sitting there. It ain't time to cry. It's time to, pick up your pants and let's go.
Yeah.
Tie your belt a bit tighter and let's get it going. So, and we all face different challenges. We all face different seasons. But we're talking about motivation. What are your motivating factors? What is your why to continue to go on in your life? We want to hear it. We want to hear your motivation in life. We want you to share that information on here so that other people can read it and other people can be encouraged to continue to do that in their lives. Put it down on the thing, but you don't have to hold it up.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Well, I didn't know that. I thought this couldn't touch anything.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
A couple of more minutes and we're going to give you all an opportunity. And even after we get off of here, if you watch this live and you hear it and we're not on here no more, we're not live, post your comments on there, man. We want to read what is your motivation, We want to encourage you to share your story, share what you've gone through so that other people can be motivated in life because they may be facing the same thing that you're going through today. They may be facing the same season or the same problems, and it's always good to hear those encouraging words in the midst of a storm, because I tell you what, to hear those words when everything's going crazy, or like we like to say, when all hell's breaking loose, you want to hear those encouraging words to continue to motivate you to go forth in your life. And that's just the bottom line. Our goal every time that we're on here is to motivate, inspire, and encourage. Bottom line. When we first started TR Nutrition, that's been our motto ever since. And now we're kind of expanding, going on a different realm through social media, because you can reach more people. And soon enough here we might start another social media on a different app.
Never know.
And continue to go on. But it's not for us to be like known. It's just we just want to encourage. We feel good and we feel like everything that we've gone through can encourage, can help somebody.
And we talk about real stuff. Yeah. We don't talk about made up stuff. I'm not saying that anybody does, but I'm just saying, like, we talk about our life. Like, me and Andy are very, very transparent with the things that have happened in our life. I mean, everybody knew everything, whatever happened between us when we were separated. I mean, that was all on Facebook. And we even came on here, and that was our first ever live that we did about
our separation.
Yeah, about our separation. And so, I mean, we don't talk about things that we don't go through. We go through life just like everybody else. He gets mad, I get mad. Our kids act dumb sometimes, and sometimes they accomplish the goals that they want to reach. And I mean, we're always celebrating something. And we felt the need that there was a need that why can't we share our positivity with everybody else?
Right.
Trust me, I mean, there are days where, like Andy said, there are days where he does want to stay in his bed. He wants to stay in bed and he doesn't want to do nothing. He doesn't want to talk to nobody. I have those days too, believe it or not. Yes, I do. There's times where, like Andy calls it the dungeon. When I get home from work, he's like, I'll see you when I see you. Because he goes, you're going to your dungeon? I said, yep, because I will go into my room. I will change my clothes. I will turn my TV on. I will lay in my bed and I will watch TV. And nobody better bother me because I'm there. And the one thing that irritates me the most that my husband does, and I look for motivation not to throat punch him when he does this, is when I'm watching a movie and I'm deep in the movie, he comes and sits on the bed.
Which is rare.
And he goes through his phone, either on Facebook or TikTok, with his volume blaring. So I have to pause my movie, thinking, oh, she's going to pause her movie. I better get out of here because she was watching the movie. No, he's there. Boom, boom, just doing this. And then laughing, going, and then laughing. And I'm just looking at him.
Well, you know what? And I'll say this. Because, like, when we're driving and you're doing it, it doesn't bother me. So I figure it doesn't bother you.
I have earphones. No. I have my earphones. I put my earphones on because before I would have it super loud, and that's why you bought me earphones so you wouldn't have to hear.
Yeah,
but I'm not going to go.
You don't always have them.
I'm not. Yes, I do. I am not going to go, babe. I am not going to go to the living room when you're watching a movie and get on my phone and have it blaring because I know you don't like that. You can't say that it doesn't bother you because it does bother you. Stop lying, Craig.
Anyway, sometimes I do it, and I don't even know that I do it. So, yeah. But I usually stay out of that room because
he only goes in there to sleep and to shower and use the restroom. That's it. And he's right back out the door because I just like, okay. But yeah.
But even when I wake up not wanting to go to work or not wanting to start the day, again, we go back. We're talking about what is our motivation in life. I go back to my motivation, to my why I'm doing it, and I get up. That's what tells me, hey, okay, get out of it. Get out of your little mood. And subconsciously, I tell myself, hey, get out of your mood. Let's go. There's things that got to be done. There's people that are waiting on you to post. There's people that don't miss. I always say this to people in the church and even people in general. Never miss the opportunity to encourage somebody. And that's what motivates me. I get up and I'm not going to miss the opportunity. I'm going to seize the opportunity, every opportunity that I have. And not everybody's going to enjoy what we have to say, and that's okay. We're not for everybody, and that's all right.
And I'm okay with that.
We're okay.
If I'm not.
You can have your opinion about us and our lives, and we're not going to get mad at you. We're okay.
That'll be another topic.
We're okay with that. And that's that. And you're right. That is another topic because that's something that too many people try to please just the general norm. Like we try to please everybody. You're not going to please everybody. There are going to be some people that are not happy.
And I'm okay if I'm not included in your group. Trust me, because I have my own little tribe. I don't need to be into anybody else's. So
that's a whole other thing.
That's a whole nother.
We're talking about motivation. We're talking about what is our motivation. What is your motivation to get up, to get life, to get going. That's what we're talking about.
Yes. Just make sure that you guys find something. Hey, if this video motivates you, great.
Yeah.
Save it. Hey, download it.
Do us a favor, though. Share it. Share this live. Share. Yes. That somebody else can see it.
Absolutely.
You may say, well, why am I sharing? Because there's friends that you have that I don't have that may need to hear this. Yeah. So share it. All we're asking you to do is to share. We're not asking you to subscribe. Now, I am telling you this. I will say this. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, we want you to subscribe there because we're going to be posting stuff onto our YouTube channel. We'll save this video and I'll post it to our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And then here, we're still trying to decide what we're going to do with the other social medias. But for right now, we're here and we're on YouTube. So subscribe to the YouTube channel, share this video, and my wife's going to finish with her last minute words because we're going to be winding down. Okay. Jay,
you want to say something? Go ahead, Jay.
What's up, guys? Go ahead, Mom. I wasn't ready.
Oh my God. I was excited. I was
going to say something. Are you ready now?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, like my parents said, just stay motivated. I mean, simple as that.
Is that it?
Yeah. Look at yourself in the mirror every morning and just, let yourself know that you're worthy and that you can do it. You know what I mean? That's what I do every morning. I just stare at myself for about an hour, so it takes off some time of the day. So I was like, dang, you're a sexy guy, Jake. Yeah.
Hey, sometimes that's what it takes.
That's what it takes.
Sometimes that's what you got to do. Your daddy does that all the time, too.
Yeah, just stay motivated, man.
Yeah. Keep grinding.
Find your why and keep with it.
You have a really cute smile.
Hey, the progress is not going to work in a week or two. That takes a long time for progress to work.
You just got to keep working at it.
Keep working at it and you'll see progress soon.
That's right. Good job, baby. Yes. Oh, dang it. I lost the phone again. I'm sorry, y'all. Probably getting all dizzy because of me. Anyway, my last words is, like my son said, stay motivated. If your motivation is for you to get up in the morning and to look at yourself in the mirror for an hour, then that's what you do. To motivate yourself. If you are your own motivation, then you do that. Whatever works for you. So you guys thank you so much for the ones that tuned in, for the ones that were commenting on here. Make sure that you share this live and go to our YouTube and subscribe there as well. And we love you, and continue to stay motivated in whatever it is that you do. Don't ever give up on your dreams, because you know what? At the end, you will reach your goals, and you will, sorry, there was something in the road. And you will always be in our prayers, guys. Every single one of you. You know that. We love you guys so much. Anything else, babe?
Yeah, so please share your comments so that other people can be motivated by the things that you are using as your motivation. You know, when I get on here and I see people commenting, and even as I shared my heart earlier about my neighbor, you know, that motivates me every day to wake up and to go conquer the day, go win the day, and go do something great in my life. You have to set the tone when you wake up in the morning. You have to be ready and expect the unexpected. When you expect the unexpected and it happens, you're going to be ready. When you don't expect it, you're not going to be ready. So you got to expect something bad to happen that day, and it may not happen, but you're going to be ready. And so in your life, I want you to understand that you are, just like my son said, you've got to believe in yourself. You've got to set the tone. You've got to continue to allow that motivation to seep through your pores, to seep through your mind. And it all starts with you. When you wake up in the morning, it starts with you. Whatever it takes for you to get motivated, to get up, to get excited about life, and just to be happy, man. That's the goal. A lot of people tell me, like, you're too chippy in the morning, you're too cheery in the morning, you do this in the morning. Like, you have to be. That's the way I want to be. I don't want to be dragging. I want to continue to go on so that I'm not going to miss an opportunity to help somebody, or again, just a smile could help somebody. Just a good morning could help somebody. You never know how you're going to help somebody with your words, with your attitudes, and with your actions. So once again, like my wife said, thank you for joining us. Thank you for sharing. Continue to share your comments on this live. And once again, thank y'all for joining us, man.
Remember, first people to subscribe to the YouTube channel gets automatically entered in a raffle for $10,000. First 50 people.
Don't listen to my son. that is
$10,000 on the line, guys.
that is false information. I should have known. Anyway, you guys have a great
As
one.
always.
$10,000.
What did you do? Pull it down.
I didn't. Okay, there you are. And as always,
Put a smile on your face.
Y'all have a great one. Bye.